I'd like to call the special village board meeting for the Village of Cary for Tuesday, April 4th, 2017 to order with roll call, please.
Chapman.
Here.
Kraus.
Here.
Cavelli.
Here.
Kozler.
Here.
Dudek.
Here.
McAlpine.
Here.
Thank you. Would you join me in the Pledge of Allegiance?
Thanks. Sorry about that. Should have brought it.
I pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
There was nobody that signed in?
No.
Okay. We'll move to the open forum where the public is invited to make an issue-oriented comment on any matter of public concern not otherwise on the agenda. We had nobody sign in. Is there anybody here who'd like to address the village board? Thank you. We'll go ahead and close open forum. I have a couple employee recognitions. Kathy and Jason were not able to be with us this evening. We have a small token of our appreciation that I passed along to the chief, and he will make sure that these employees receive their checks. Kathy's been with the police department for 20 years. She is our records clerk supervisor. She does a stellar job for the village. She does a lot with a little, and she really runs a tight ship back there, so we're thrilled to have her. And Jason has been with the police department for 15 years. Yeah, so does a lot of good stuff for the village, keeps us safe. That's why we keep having such a good police department, so thank you for that. I have a couple of proclamations this evening. One is a National Service Recognition Day, April 7th, 2017, whereas service to others is a hallmark of American character and central to how we meet our challenges, and whereas the nation's mayors are increasingly turning out to national service and volunteerism as a low-cost, effective strategy to meet city needs, and whereas AmeriCorps and Senior Corps participants address the most pressing challenges facing our cities and counties, from educating students for the jobs of the 21st century and supporting veterans and military families to providing health services and helping communities recover from national disasters. And whereas national service expands economic opportunity by creating more sustainable, resilient communities and providing education, career skills, and leadership abilities for those who serve. And whereas AmeriCorps and Senior Corps participants serve in more than 60,000 locations across the country, bolstering the civic, neighborhood, and faith-based organizations that are so vital to our economic and social well-being. And whereas 8 AmeriCorps Vistas are serve at Northern Illinois Food Bank, helping to solve hunger in our community. And whereas national service participants increase the impact of the organizations they serve with, both their direct service and by recruiting and managing millions of additional volunteers. And whereas national service represents a unique private-public partnership that invests in community solutions and leverages non-federal resources to strengthen community impact and increase the return on taxpayer dollars. And whereas national service participants demonstrate commitment, dedication, and patriotism by making an intensive commitment to service and a commitment that remains with them in their future endeavors. And whereas the Corporation for National and Community Service shares a priority with mayors nationwide to encourage citizens, improve lives, and strengthen communities. And it is joining with the National League of Cities, City of Service, and mayors across the country to recognize the impact of service on the Mayor's Day of Recognition for National Service on April 5th, 2000, and this should be 2000, it's actually the 7th on the 17th, right? Okay. Therefore, it be resolved that I, Mark Kownick, Mayor of the Village of Cary, do hereby proclaim, we have another date, April 4th as National Service Recognition Day, and encourage residents to recognize the positive impact of national service in our village to those who serve and find ways to give back to their communities. Dated this 4th day of April 2017. Thank you to all that serve.
It's a long one.
It is. I'm gonna take a drink real quick. One more. I should really make the chief do this. Proclamation for 2017 National Public Safety Telecommuters Week, April 9th through the 15th, 2017, whereas over 500,000 dedicated men and women are engaged in the operation of emergency response systems for federal, state, and local government entities throughout the United States. And whereas these individuals are entrusted with the responsibility for responding to telephone calls from the general public for police, fire, and emergency medical assistance, and for dispatching such assistance to help save the lives and property of our citizens. And whereas in the Village of Cary, such calls for assistance include not only police, fire, and emergency medical service calls, but also encompass governmental communications related to highway safety and maintenance activities, parks and recreation festivities, and other village services in the community, all which serve as a source of village pride and identity. And whereas the Southeast Emergency Communication, otherwise known as CECOM, Center Telecommunicators, as part of America's public safety telecommunicators, daily serve Cary citizens in countless ways. Now, therefore, it be proclaimed by the mayor and the Board of Trustees of the Village of Cary, McHenry County, Illinois, in recognition of all telecommunicators and especially in appreciation for those serving the Village of Cary, proclaim the week of April 9th through the 15th, 2017 as Telecommunicator Week, and encourage everyone to be aware of the dedication, professionalism, and property life-saving efforts put forth by our telecommunicators. Be it further proclaimed that a copy of this proclamation shall be posted in the Cary Police Department and sent to CECOM to serve as recognition of CECOM employees, dated this 4th day of April 2017. Thank you. I will entertain a motion to approve the consent agenda items number 1 through 13.
So moved. Second.
Roll call, please.
Chapman?
Yes.
Kraus?
Yes.
McAlpine?
Yes.
Dudek?
You know what, can I amend that motion? Because trustee Dudek, Jake just reminded me, he would like to, I was told that he could do this, just abstain from items number
2 and 3.
2 and 3,
Oh, because
with Dudek abstaining from 2, so let the record reflect.
If he wants to abstain from those, they have to be pulled.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, well then we'll, I was told that he could do that. All right, so I'm going to amend my motion, please.
So are we pulling?
I will entertain a motion to approve the consent agenda items 1 and 4 through 13.
So moved.
Second.
Roll call, please.
Chapman?
Yes.
Kraus?
Yes.
McAlpine?
Yes.
Dudek?
Yes.
Cosler?
Yes.
Cavelli?
Yes.
Thank you. I will entertain a motion to approve the March 27th, 2017 Joint Committee of the Whole Board Meeting Minutes
21st.
on March 21st.
So moved.
Second.
Roll call, please.
McAlpine?
Yes.
Kraus?
Yes.
Dudek?
Abstain.
Cavelli?
Yes.
Cosler?
No.
Chapman?
Abstain.
Two abstain, one no, and the rest yes. Yeah.
That's fine.
We good?
Mhm.
I will entertain a motion to approve the Village Board Meeting Minutes for March 21st, 2017.
So moved.
Second.
Roll call, please.
McAlpine?
Yes.
Kraus?
Yes.
Dudek?
Abstain.
Cavelli?
Yes.
Cosler?
Yes.
Chapman?
Abstain.
Got it.
Okay, moving to items for separate action. You caught up, Nancy?
Yes,
Okay.
we're good.
I will entertain a motion to approve the Village of Cary annual operating and capital budget for fiscal year May 1st, 2017 to April 30th, 2018.
So moved.
Second.
Any questions, comments?
Mayor, I just wanted to give a brief overview here. This is kind of your case on a page of, our budget process for the folks in the audience and anyone, viewing at home here. We started our budget process, the finance department started organizing documents here in December of 2016. Our department heads and department staff did a significant amount of work between January and when we first presented the first capital improvement plan to you. And that was presented to you on February 21st. And if you recall that CIP that we had developed that's kind of your plan and your vision for your capital projects here for the next 5 years within the Village of Cary. We continued on with the budget process. On March 11th, we had a meeting for about 2 hours here at Village Hall to get feedback from residents and the village board regarding, our operating budget, our general fund, and then also talked about the rest of the funds that we have here within the village. Since that time, we made 2 changes. I would consider these changes minor in nature. Those changes include a minor adjustment to a bond payment amount, and also a minor adjustment related to the Lauterbach-Naaman contract. So those were the adjustments that we've made to the budget. It's the same budget that you saw except for those changes on March 11th. It's here this evening for the consideration. The second item before you then too is our first 5-year capital plan here for the Village of Cary. So look forward to your approval on this, and finance staff and myself are able to answer any questions that you have.
Do we have any questions for staff on this?
I have a comment. Can I make a
Yeah, ma'am.
comment?
Sure.
I just want to say, I think you guys did a fantastic job putting all of this together. It's a lot of work. You made it very easy, very user-friendly to go through, and I appreciate all the time and effort that the staff put into this.
Thank you.
I'd
Roll
echo
call.
that.
Or did
Very
you-
nice.
Trustee Dudek, did you have a comment?
I just said I would echo those comments. It's very nicely done.
Roll call, please, Nancy.
Okay, just one quick question. I'm looking at this, so the downtown streetscape, 843,000 for next year, is that what's being budgeted?
That's within the CIP. That's a capital plan, and that's a presentation that we went over with you on February 21st. Within the budget for next year is, as we discussed on March 11th, the $400,000.
400,000, okay.
Yep.
Anybody else? Roll call, Nancy.
Okay. Chapman.
Yes.
McAlpine.
Yes.
Cosler.
No.
Cavelli.
No,
Dudek.
Yes.
Kraus.
Yes.
Thank you. And one more, I will entertain a motion to approve a resolution adopting the Village of Cary 2017 through 2022 capital improvement plan.
So moved. Second.
Nothing further to add, Mayor. This is kind of the plan and the vision for the next 5 years to give us a roadmap here for future projects within the Village of Cary.
Thank you.
I just want to point out too, that just because it's in the plan doesn't necessarily mean that you have to vote for it.
Correct.
You know, it's just in there.
It's just
We'll have a
just
discussion on
roadmap.
it and talk about
We're
it.
we're not, we're not
just
committing.
allocated.
Just allocated.
Yeah.
You could choose to spend it or not to spend it.
It's going to be reviewed on an annual basis here too.
It's a tool. It's a tool for us to use as a guide.
Roll call, please.
Chapman.
Yes.
Dudek.
Yes.
McAlpine.
Yes.
Cosler.
No.
Kraus.
Yes.
Cavelli.
yes.
Thank you. Moving to administrators report.
I just wanted to thank, finance staff for all the work that they put into this. There was a whole ton of behind-the-scenes work here that was done, led by Mike and Mary, and certainly appreciate all your hard work on this, so thank you.
Thank you. I'm assuming nothing has greatly changed since our last conversation with departmental reports, so we're all good still? Okay, thank you. Any future agenda items in discussion by the village board?
Yes. I have one.
What would that be?
For future discussion, which would be the next meeting, village board meeting, I'd like to bring up my position and just discuss with this board what their thoughts are, since nobody has run and nobody was a write-in, and now I'm done as of May 2nd. So I wanted to hear the board's thoughts.
Sure.
At least right now.
That's a good idea.
That's fair.
Okay?
Okay. I will entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Thank you.